What's poppin', Trey TV gang? It's your boy Trey TV, and we back at y'all with another reaction. With this one, we will be doing the Drake versus Kendrick Lamar lawsuit explained in details. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. If you didn't hit the like button, make sure you hit the like button. Try and get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Let's go! Chi, get the yayo.
Get the Yale.
Drake's company has filed a petition against Universal Music Group for allegedly falsifying the success of Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us diss track. They allege the record label launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves, with Not Like Us to make the song go viral, including by using bots and pay-to-play agreements. Drake is also signed to UMG through Republic Records, so this is serious. He's basically attacking his own big label above him because he's a sub-label below them. Kendrick is signed to Interscope, which is also a sub-label under UMG. But UMG might have done some messed up stuff, so you'll see. Hit subscribe. Here we go, boys. All right, here we go. Supreme Court.
And that's crazy with the whole pay-to-play that Drake is saying. I don't know if you've seen it, but Fun Master Flex came out yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's true. And he even put the prices. This is the price for this. This is the price for this. You want to get on this show? This is the price. But he said nobody never paid me.
To it.
Yeah. Nobody never paid me for a bomb. You know, he'd be dropping the bomb on the bomb.
Flex bombs.
He said nobody never paid for those. So he said Drake might be on this on.
Not taking that
but UMG might have done some messed up stuff, so you'll see. Hit subscribe. Here we go, boys. All right, here we go. Supreme Court of the State of New York, County of New York, Matter of Applications, Frozen Moments LLC. Apparently this is Drake's LLC, I think. UMG Records and Spotify USA respondents. As member of staff reflect on highlights of 2021,
Spotify
the CEO of UMG, Lucien Grange, remarked on it being harder than ever for artists to break through the noise. 60,000 songs are added to Spotify every day. Spotify.
What I can't say about what I can't say about 2024, any lawsuit I seen Lucien Grange's name in this year, it disappears.
Shortly after.
That's what I can say. That name disappears real quick out the paperwork.
Remarked on it being harder than ever for artists to break through the noise. 60,000 songs are added to Spotify every day. Spotify is the world's most popular audio streaming subscription service. As the end of third quarter 2024, Spotify boasted more than 640 million monthly active users, 252 million subscribers. Spotify pays music companies like UMG for the right to license songs so it can play them on its streaming and subscription platforms. In 2023 alone, Spotify paid more than $9 billion in royalties to music labels and producers. Hip-hop is one of the most popular genres on Spotify, amounting to nearly a quarter of all streams on Spotify globally in 2023. Spotify and UMG have a long-standing symbiotic relationship. As one of Spotify's earliest supporters, UMG entered in a multi-year global license agreement with Spotify in 2020. UMG and Spotify collaborate on strategic marketing campaigns and products, and in 2024 announced an expansion of their strategic partnership through which Spotify will amplify music discovery and social interaction and enhance fan experiences across platform for UMG's family of artists and songwriters. Based on UMG's financial reporting, Spotify paid UMG around $2.28 billion in 2023. Holy shit. Which amounted to
this lawsuit is breaking everything down. And I'm glad it's being broken down like this so I can understand it even that much more better. But he's saying, these two companies got a relationship and they've been had a relationship together. So I'm not reaching on this. These two people been working together and they came out with something to now amplify the sound on Spotify, and they happen to amplify it off of me.
Yeah, so let's see where all these ducks line up.
In fact, this is crazy.
I paid UMG around $2.28 billion in 2023.
Damn.
Holy shit. Which amounted to 19% of UMG's total revenues in 2023. Spotify is 19% of Universal Music Group's revenue. That's a big chunk. Streaming is essentially UMG's current bottom line and its future business strategy. And a report related to the third quarter of 2024, UMG noted nearly 29% year-over-year decrease in downloads and other digital revenue because of the continued format shift towards streaming across the music industry. UMG's long-term strategy relies on accelerating the growth of and monetization from streaming and subscription. In October 2024, UMG unveiled a new slogan, Streaming 2.0, which illustrates the importance UMG places on saturating the streaming market. In 2024, UMG did not rely on chance or even ordinary business practices to break through the noise on Spotify and likely other music platforms. It has instead launched a campaign to manipulate and saturate the streaming services and airwaves with the song, quote-unquote, Not Like Us. Oh my god. In order to make the song go viral, including by using bots and pay-to-play agreements.
I mean, when you break it down like that, they probably was doing it for all their artists.
Yeah.
They didn't just pick
We're just going to pick you
to do this.
You're the chosen one that we put everything into.
We're doing this with everybody that's under the UMG umbrella.
Yeah.
And both artists are under the UMG umbrella.
It's a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's it.
In order to make the song go viral, including by using bots and pay-to-play agreements. Oh my God. They must have really good evidence of this for this to even be a real thing a lawyer would do. UMG released Not Like Us on May 4, 2024.
Of course they got real evidence. It's almost known at this point. That's not a secret. It used to be a secret, I would say, 2 years ago.
Yeah, well,
but in today's day and age, everyone knows about the bots by now.
Yeah, but at this point, it's he's really trying to take away any bit of glow that my man have here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it really comes down to it, because that song was infectious.
Yeah, it was.
We seen it visibly.
But even if it was infectious, even if they put one bot on that situation, or you just say just one.
You know what I'm saying?
If you put one bot on that, this lawsuit.
So does he have? So he has bots.
Who?
Because it just seems like another one of those put Kendrick under.
He's saying Spotify got the bots. So if Spotify want to boost it, they could boost it.
Well, no problem when he was getting boosted then.
Yeah,
if that's that argument.
We know on Spotify, Drake was the most boosted artist ever.
Facts.
On Spotify. Let's just keep it real.
Facts.
And be a real thing a lawyer
what
would
is he
do.
talking
UMG
about?
released
Because
Not
it's not
Like
him
Us
now.
on May 4, 2024.
Right, it's cool when it's him.
Various
It's
contractual
cool when
rights.
it's cool when I do it. It's cool when they do it.
Right. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when not do it. Facts.
Lawyer would do. UMG released Not Like Us on May 4, 2024, and pursuant to various contractual rights, UMG Interscope Records division has exclusive control over licensing the song. On behalf and belief, UMG charged Spotify licensing rates 30% lower than its usual licensing rates for Not Like Us in exchange for Spotify affirmatively recommending the songs to users who are searching for other unrelated songs and artists.
Yo, if he got some proof of that they charge him 30% lower than they normally charge, you took 30% off the price of the brick.
Hey man, you know
You
what I'm
want some
saying?
more bricks?
You gonna sell more bricks?
Yo, that's crazy.
Spotify affirmatively recommending the songs to
He had
users
the
who are searching
clientele.
for other unrelated songs and artists. UMG charged a lower rate to Spotify for that song specifically. In exchange, they just pushed the song
30%
harder.
off the
That's
price
kind
of
of
the
cringe,
brick.
right? Is this real? Is there evidence of this? Neither UMG nor Spotify disclosed that Spotify had received compensation of any kind in exchange for recommending the song. Under the information and belief, Spotify pays UMG licensing fees through their wires and mails. UMG directly or through Interscope also conspired with and paid currently unknown parties to use bots to artificially inflate the spread of Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. Okay.
It seemed like, this could get real ugly. I'm not saying Kendrick's probably gonna do it, but they can make the same argument in their own lawsuit that bots was used on Drake shit.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said it. That's exactly why. I'm
So that just make it messy for UMG. Like UMG gotta clean this up because it only getting messier from here.
it's gonna come down to everybody's gonna have to be organically driven.
It's crazy.
Then we're gonna separate the real from the fake.
Facts, real quick.
The spread of Not Like Us and deceive consumers into believing the song was more popular than it was in reality. Okay, let's be honest here, Drake. You've done the same thing. Bro is self-snitching. This is a thing that the whole industry does.
Exactly.
Drake has been Drake for fucking, 10, 15 years?
Yeah.
We don't think Drake has been botted at all. That's
Don't sue me, Aubrey.
100%
This is me
happened.
joking.
100%. That's where I draw the line.
Duh.
He's been put on playlists for years. Bots
Yeah.
are software programs designed to mimic human behavior to appear to be real social media accounts. One individual, unknown to petitioner, revealed publicly on a popular podcast that Mr. Kendrick Lamar, Dark Horse label, Interscope, paid him via third parties to use bots to achieve 30 million streams on Spotify in the first days of the release of Not Like Us, with the goal of jump-starting the song's spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. The whistle.
This is like remind me of Nino Brown. This is bigger than Nino Brown.
Bigger than Nino Brown, baby.
If I go down, I'm taking everybody down with me. I'm burning the house down on my way out.
Facts.
That's what it felt like.
That's exactly what it feel like.
Us, with the goal of jump-starting the song's spread and turning it into a crazy hit on the platform. The
It's
whistleblower
crazy.
describes Spotify as the easiest platform to bot because it does not, like other streaming platforms,
Yeah,
have
we did
certain
hear that.
security
Easiest
measures when
one
it
to
comes to
bot.
bot protection.
Can't do it
Spotify
with
doesn't have
YouTube.
bot protection. That seems...
Yeah, we've been heard about that.
Yeah.
You can try to BS on YouTube like that.
You'll find out real quick.
And Spotify been cleaning it up a little bit because you remember Meg Thee Stallion, they took I want to say 30 million
crazy
views.
amount
It was
of-
like 30
yeah,
million views away from her because the information was getting out. Like, it's easy to bot Spotify.
That's wild.
certain security measures when it comes to bot protection. Spotify doesn't have bot protection. That seems
I think they got it now.
true, right? There's got to be some sort of bot protection. Every song would have millions of streams in. The whistleblower further revealed that on May 6, 2024, an individual affiliated with Interscope sent him a payment of $2,500 via the digital platform Zelle, which is owned by a number of
DJ
banks,
Academics
and that he was
platform.
promised another $2,500 and a percentage of the song's total sales for this initial push. He was promised $5,000.
I know Drake like, yo, DJ Academics like, oh, you playing this lawsuit, bro?
Yeah.
This information's going on my platform. Y'all gonna have me like Vlad. Now people want to say I'm the feds.
Yeah, now they're going to ask you to speak.
Facts.
Scope sent him a payment of $2,500 via the digital platform Zelle, which is owned by a number of banks, and that he was promised another $2,500 and a percentage of the song's total sales for this initial push. He was promised $5,000 and a percentage of the song's total sales of Not Like Us.
That's exactly what the guy said on DJ Academics. I thought it was BS. I'm like, why would they promise you points? Like, I never heard that for bots. We're gonna give you points, but I mean, we heard that, and now it's in a lawsuit. It makes you want to wonder now.
It makes you wonder. Like, there's always a little bit of truth to something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, smoke is fire.
Smoke is fire.
He was promised $5,000 and a percentage of the song's total
like
sales
points. What?
of Not Like Us.
Yeah, it didn't add up.
Seems kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Why is it saying DJ Academics exposed?
Told you.
For epic
Yo.
streams.
They got up. Yo, I told him, like, yo, why is my name in this lawsuit? Yo, this is not a good look for my platform. People think that if they come speak on my platform, their words can now be used in a lawsuit.
That is not the look.
I don't want to have that.
I want them to feel free.
Yeah.
Right? Wait, why is it saying DJ Academics?
Thought you was my man.
Yeah, it look like the Get Indicted hotline.
Wait, this is not from DJ Academics, is this? They're
Yes,
really
it
citing
is.
the DJ Academics video down here. They don't have real evidence besides what this guy said on the Academics video. This is not a good look for this lawyer who filed this. On information belief, UMG hired other unknown parties to use bots to promote Not Like Us and also inflate the streams of Not Like Us music video. UMG appears to have used similar tactics with other streaming services. On information belief, UMG paid or approved payments to Apple Inc. to have its voice-activated digital assistant, Siri, purposely misdirect users to Not Like Us. What? Wait, Siri purposely misdirects users to Not Like Us? That's the craziest shit I've ever heard. Online sources reported that when they use Siri to play... Wait, online sources. So they don't have real evidence? Like, they don't...
I mean, when I heard that, I heard Twitter.
Online sources. Twitter said...
People on Twitter told me, which is wild.
That when they use Siri to play... Wait, online sources. So they don't have real evidence? Like, they only have online sources of this shit? Online sources reported that when users asked Siri to play the album Certified Lover Boy by recording artist Aubrey Drake Graham, aka Drake, Siri instead played Not Like Us. It contains the lyric Certified Pedophile as an allegation against Drake. Wait, that's the biggest troll ever, but is that real though? Did that actually happen?
I got proof of that.
Like,
you
that's
recorded
not true, right?
yourself.
You engage in similar pay-to-play schemes to increase the airplay of Not Like Us on the radio. Third party indicating that at least one UMG employee made payments to an independent radio promoter serving as an intermediary who would also agree to transfer those payments to certain radio stations or radio station employees. These radio stations subsequently played Not Like Us without disclosing that they had been paid to do so. Practice known as payola is prohibited by the Communications Act, has been subject to regulatory scrutiny by a number of executive agencies. In 2006, UMG agreed to pay...
That's just crazy now that I'm thinking about it, because when it's Not Like Us was going on, you remember I said something to you when I went out there. I was like, yo, the whole time I was driving, all I was hearing was Drake on the radio. I said, someone's paying the radio just to play Drake songs back to back. You remember that conversation?
Ain't nobody looking for this right now.
Yeah, because his stock was coming down. This was after Not Like Us. And I was like, dang, every time I turn on the radio,
it's just more Drake.
It's Drake. And they were doing this old school catalog, like reminding you of why he was in the position that he was.
Yeah.
Just giving you the classics. And
it was like, Drizzy's still here.
they was doing the same thing.
They was trying. Save face.
They was doing the same thing for him, which is crazy.
Act has been subject to regulatory scrutiny by a number of executive agencies. In 2006,
Game
UMG
get
agreed
messy.
to pay $12 million in a settlement with the New York Attorney General following an investigation involving accusations that UMG executives have used broad array of pay-for-play tactics to secure radio airplay for music. So they've already been
I thought that
investigated
was
for
just
this
a
in
part of the
2006
game.
for pay-to-play
Right.
on radio, but they're saying they're doing it again. This just seems like the salty guy that lost the rap battle has a vendetta. Dude, are we really gonna sit here and act like Drake's songs have never been bought? It's 100% happened, whether he wanted it to or not. Like, I guarantee the artists don't even know that happens half the time. It's like their management or label doing it. In connection with UMG's settlement,
That's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
They don't be knowing. They just do it. You know what I'm saying? The label job is to get as much attention to their product as possible. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where I always thought that was just part of radio. People paid to get on the radio.
Yeah, I thought that was part of the struggle to get signed to a label. Okay, now I got some real motion.
Yeah. It's facts. It's wild.
Like, I guarantee the artists don't even know that happens half the time. It's like their management or label doing it. In connection with UMG's settlement, then New York Attorney General Elliot Spitzer explained consumers have a right to not be misled about the way in which the music they hear on the radio is selected. He continued to say that pay-for-play makes a mockery of claims that only the best or most popular music is broadcast. Separately, in 2005, UMG was sued by 2 radio promotion companies alleging fraudulent pay-to-play practices. In February 2020, the Federal Trade Commission...
Because that pay-to-play is illegal. But the way they do it now is through like commercial packages or advertisement. So you don't pay them, but you pay them.
But you're paying them.
You're gonna pay.
Right.
That's been the game. Like, it's crazy.
2 radio promotion companies alleging fraudulent pay-to-play practices. In February 2020, the Federal Trade Commission released guidance stating that by paying an influencer to pretend that their endorsement or review is untainted by a financial relationship, this is a legal payola. Yeah. On information, I believe UMG employed a similar scheme by paying social media influencers to promote and endorse the song and video. For example, petitioner understands that UMG paid popular NFR podcasts. No way. Why is NFR podcast getting... Stray Bullets, which has nearly 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and 330,000 on X, to promote Not Like Us. And it's
you gotta think, yo, if they did do that hearsay with this good, if they did do that with the guy and they paid him, now because of name in the lawsuit, he gets subpoenaed to court and he's under oath and you have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or it's perjury.
This is getting real.
Yeah, you feel me?
Which has nearly 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and 330,000 on X.
And whoever, let's say if it did happen hypothetically, you're speaking on hypothetics, whatever they got paid, it wasn't a lot for me to go lie on the stand. I think it's 10, I think perjury's 10 years or something.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
You feel me? Probably
none of them numbers they shot out there was worth it.
Not 10 years.
Stray Bullets, which has nearly 300,000 subscribers on YouTube and 330,000 on X, to promote Not Like Us. And its video without disclosing the payment as part of its deal with UMG, the NFR podcast published podcast episodes, tweets, and other content publicly about the song. And in a sea change for UMG's internal policy, UMG removed the song's copyright restrictions on YouTube and Twitch, thereby whitelisting the song for the first time in UMG history, which further incentivized YouTubers to spread the song. Wait, the whitelisting of the song is a W. Like, if you're bitching about the song being whitelisted, you're a bitch. I've literally gotten $300,000 taken from me from record labels, at least from reaction videos, so that you can call if you're bitching about whitelisting a song. Of course, it incentivizes influencers to spread the song. I don't like that part at all. Every song should be whitelisted for reaction videos. UMG's scheme to ensure Not Like Us broke through on Spotify. Not Like Us broke Spotify records as Interscope posted on its X account. Interscope retweeted NFR podcast to reach 300 million Spotify streams in 35 days. To date, Not Like Us has almost 900 million streams on Spotify and holds the record for the biggest single day of streams and most streamed diss track in Spotify history. So far, it just seems like...
Yo, you want a record to be broken, you don't want to be broken on your neck.
Yeah, not at all. And that's literally what happened here. He's trying everything he can.
He broke the record by coming at my neck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not to be forgotten.
It's crazy.
Holds the record for the biggest single day of streams and most streamed diss track in Spotify history. So far, it just seems like they're listing all the success of the song. Do they have real evidence of bots of the 30 million streams? Or is it just a hacker on DJ Academic's stream? Not Like Us has spent 27 weeks on Spotify City chart for New York City, which ranks the weekly streaming popularity of songs by users in New York, New York. Within a week of its initial release, Not Like Us broke the record for the most streamed song in a 7-day period with 96 million streams. After UMG published the video, Not Like Us returned to number 1. And the same week, the song was streamed an additional 53.8 million times. And put on the radio an additional 40 million times. The video ranked first on YouTube's weekly top music video charts. So just listing all the accolades of like the achievements of the song and shit. UMG touted the record-breaking success. On July 16, 2024, Interscope reposted on...
He said UMG touted the record-breaking success.
Yeah.
This is your label that's doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're taking the L over here and your label's celebrating.
They're celebrating like, yes, we ain't never seen nothing like this.
As I'm losing, which is crazy.
UMG touted the record-breaking success. On July 16, 2024, Interscope reposted on X that the song had become the best-selling rap song of 2024 in the U.S. Most streamed song of 2024 and all these summer hit playlist bullshit. UMG's schemes to artificially inflate the popularity of Not Like Us were motivated at least in part by the desire of executives at Interscope to maximize their own profits. Isn't that
bottom line?
Isn't that the point in the history of time?
Isn't that the
labels
point?
are the scum of earth. We already know this. Why is Drake acting like he innocent here, bro? Drake acting like he never signed anyone. Drake has signed artists to OVO, clearly, right? Like all these OVO artists. That's the whole point. Record labels try to profit. What are we doing here? Why is he acting
like I said? Ain't that the point?
Signing all these people. Drake.
Ain't that the point?
But the point of the lawsuit was like you could you could do what you do, but whatever you doing is hurting my business, it's hurting my brand. And y'all, if y'all boosted this song that's calling me a pedo, and y'all don't have proof that I'm a pedo, then that's defamation of character. And we were saying it yesterday. Drake can't even. The best time to drop is the fourth quarter. Because of all this right now, I doubt Drake's going to be able to drop. So if I'm not able to drop because of this, you're now affecting my money.
Yeah, and that's not okay.
And they said he's in renegotiating with UMG right now, so you hurting my stocks. Yeah. As far as my negotiating
my
power.
deal gonna be a whole lot different.
2024, you ain't had no number ones. Look like your career is going this way.
Decline. Should we really invest all of that?
We gotta take a couple zeros off.
Yeah, it gets real.
He like, nah, I need all my zeros.
I need all that.
Record labels try to profit. What are we doing here? Why is he acting like he's never done that? Signing all these people, Drake, was for you to profit. I know that's like a dark way to think about music, but that's the business of it. What are we doing? UMG executives have an annual incentive program pursuant to which they are rewarded for meeting and surpassing sales and profit projections.
They ate good this year.
Incentives are largely based on the specific UMG division rather than the performance of UMG generally. For example, the annual incentive or bonus of Interscope CEO John Janik is based on 90% of the financial success of Interscope and only 10% of the final success of UMG generally. How do they know that? How do they know this?
But yeah, if he's saying like, yo, 90% of this guy's income comes from what he bring in. So he's going to amplify as much as possible to bring in as much as possible because it's 90% of the cake.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about this 10% portion over here. Now I'm worried about this 90%. I'm going to do whatever I can to boost that 90%.
Exactly. I want to get the maximum.
Yeah, facts. But it just make more sense that if 90% is the portion of the pie, you're going to try to boost everything on UMG. You're not going to try to just boost one artist.
Yeah, because then if that's the case, you'll have a situation like this because it will be visible.
Yeah, so if I'm a boost on both sides.
Yeah.
We both ran campaigns. UMG ran campaigns for both of us. It just was more successful. It's just like almost like the presidency, right? Donald Trump team spent money, Kamala Harris spent money, but more people resonated with the Donald Trump side. But money was spent on both sides.
Money was spent on both sides. Big bank.
Yeah, somebody had to lose.
Example, the annual incentive or bonus of Interscope CEO John Janik is based on 90% of the financial success of Interscope and only 10% of the final success of UMG generally.
That was me. I'm boosting
everything. Know this man's bonus structure. That's crazy.
You get
Thus,
boosted.
information believes Janik and other executives
everybody
have been incentivized to maximize the financial success of Interscope through the promotion of Not Like Us and revitalizing the impact on the artist's prior recording catalog, including its first 5 studio albums, which are owned by Interscope. Petitioners received information that UMG has been taking steps in an apparent effort to conceal its schemes, including but not limited to by terminating employees associated with or perceived as having loyalty to Drake. Okay, that's fucked up. If that's real, see, bro, record labels the scum of the earth. I hope you guys know that. They don't care about anything besides profit margins, bro. Indeed, UMG has demonstrated that it has no interest in taking
profit margins and stealing your shit.
That's it. To make more money.
They'll leave that part out. Stealing your shit.
They will take your shit.
They don't care about anything besides profit margins, bro. Indeed, UMG has demonstrated that it has no interest in taking responsibility for its misconduct. Over the past several months, Drake has repeatedly sought to engage UMG in discussions to resolve the ongoing harm he has suffered as a result of UMG's actions. Wait, what? They've been talking? UMG has refused to engage in negotiations and insists...
You guys is messing up my money. I need you to compensate me. I don't want to hear about my numbers down. Yeah. I don't want to hear about this and that. It's down because of you.
Yeah, it's your fault.
You know, messed up
point the finger now.
You know, messed up my Nike money. All my brands. Nobody want to wear my brands. Nobody trying to listen to my music, and it's your fault. I want to be compensated. That's like if you at work and I get injured at your job and I can't make no more money. I need you to compensate me because I can't make no money because I got hurt in your workplace.
In your workplace.
Facts.
Wait, what? They've been talking? UMG has refused to engage in negotiations and insisted that UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, UMG has pointed the finger at Mr. Duck. Who is Mr. Duck?
Yo, he came.
Kendrick.
Yo, he came in the office like, yo, I need you to compensate me. They said, man, get the fuck out of our office.
Yeah. Your time here is done.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right now.
That's crazy. UMG is not responsible for its own actions. Instead, UMG has pointed the finger at Mr. Duck. Who is Mr. Duckworth?
That's
Kendrick's
Kendrick.
last name is Duckworth.
Come on,
That's the worst last name I've ever heard. I didn't know that. Mr. Duckworth insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against Mr. Duckworth rather than UMG. And
I was about to say something. That's law.
Right.
I didn't know that. Mr. Duckworth insisted that Drake should initiate legal action against Mr. Duckworth rather than UMG, and even threatening to bring its own legal claims against Mr. Duckworth if Drake were to pursue claims against UMG. Jesus, so they were like, no, you go sue Kendrick and not us. and they threatened to sue Kendrick themselves.
Kendrick, who has nothing to profit from monetarily,
Yeah.
is the one that did it, and not the people that all their money, they 90% of their pie is tied up into it. The guy,
It don't even make sense. It's a messy situation.
that makes zero sense. Like, y'all the one that's gonna profit off of this. Y'all the one that gave 30% off the break,
Yeah, you want your 30% back.
not Kendrick.
It's wild.
It's crazy.
Sue Kendrick and not us. And they threatened to sue Kendrick themselves if Drake sued them. So now apparently that might happen. This is so messy. Streaming and licensing is a zero-sum game. Every time a song breaks through, it means another artist does not. UMG's choice to saturate the music market with Not Like Us comes at the expense of other artists like Drake. Wait, hold on. That song is going to break through no matter what.
Right, that's what I was saying earlier. It was going to break through no matter what.
So other artists like Drake couldn't break through. But at that point, nobody was paying attention to Drake and Kendrick at that point. The other people was dropping. We was talking about it. Like, other people was dropping, but nobody was paying attention. I know at least I wasn't. I was more tuned into what they had going on. But he's right. Nothing. I wasn't worried about nothing else at that point.
Not Like Us comes at the expense of other artists like Drake. Wait, hold on. That song was going to break through no matter what. They acting like Not Like Us wasn't going to break through. Is there real evidence of this being botted? Like, I need to see this. Not Like Us was a hit instantly. What are they talking about? As Drake is Petitioner's sole owner, and petitioners own the copyright to Drake's entire catalog. Petitioner suffered economic harm as a result of UMG's scheme. Drake admitting that he suffered economic harm to Not Like Us. This is such an L for Drake. He lost the battle, bro. Right? That's what this means, right? Like, if
And
you're running the
millions.
court,
Lost the
you
value and
lost
millions.
the
It was
fight.
money.
The beef,
Tens
you
of
lost the
millions.
beef, bro. I'm sorry. Frozen Moments has commenced a special proceeding pursuant to CPLR 30102C to seek pre-action discovery to allow petitioner to identify appropriate defendants and frame a complaint for a claim under the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act.
trying with a RICO.
Identify appropriate
RICO?
defendants and frame a complaint under New York Deceptive Business Act and New York False Advertising Act. Is that basically asking for discovery to charge these motherfuckers with RICO? What am I reading? Oh, civil RICO. Okay. Petitioner is a viable cause of action for civil RICO, which predicate acts of wire fraud, mail fraud, or bribery for UMG's payments to unknown third parties in the form of reducing licensing fees to Spotify. However, petitioner requires additional information in order to frame his complaint. Petitioner requires information about the method by which the parties were paid in order to determine which underlying predicate acts to plead, and require information about which benefits were conferred upon UMG in exchange for the payments. Deceptive business practices and false advertising. Petitioner has information that agents of UMG paid at least one third party to use bots to stream the song on Spotify, and on information and belief this practice extended to multiple third parties to artificially stream the song and video. UMG also gave financial benefits to Spotify and other unknown third parties to promote and play the song and video without disclosing those payments. UMG is then touted the success of the song and video, knowing the success was artificially inflated. Is there real evidence of this? Because I feel like that song was going to be a hit no matter what. It wasn't.
It don't even have to be official. As he's going through the lawsuit, and I'm just going through it with him, the lawyer worded everything so that could get settled out of court. This is never meant to see the light of court day. A lot of that stuff probably can be proven. A lot of that stuff UMG know that they did. Because we know they do this type of stuff. So there's no reason to try to go to court with stuff. We don't even have to prove that y'all did it on this. We could just prove that y'all did it on other stuff. You know what I'm saying? That this is the way y'all move, that y'all pay radio
That's
station.
what it is. This is the way y'all move.
Exactly.
This is the way y'all move. I know because I seen it.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I don't like how you move because it affected my pocket.
It definitely affected his pockets, but honestly, I see UMG just selling that out of court. He was just trying to get more money out of the situation. You're not hearing me. Let me put the lawsuit out. Almost like almost like Cassie and Diddy. Cassie came to Diddy for some bread. He didn't give her the bread. She filed a lawsuit. Then he instantly paid the bread that she was never trying to give me. Because they said he told him to get about his office with Drake. Yeah. Now you got, because I did this, you got to listen now.
The success was artificially inflated. Is there real evidence of this? Because I feel like that song was going to be a hit no matter what. It wasn't inflated that much, right? Without the requested pre-litigation discovery, petitioner lacks...
Because that's what you got to say now, because we all know they do it. It wasn't inflated that much.
Not that much.
But it probably was something
They probably added a little steam, but then it was like, it don't even need that much of a push.
Yeah, that much. That's what I'm saying. They ain't do it that much.
Be a hit no matter what. It wasn't inflated that much, right? Without the requested pre-litigation discovery, petitioner lacks sufficient information to identify the known but anonymous third-party streamer and to identify any additional streamers whom UMG paid. Aubrey Drake Graham affirms the following, and he signed this shit yesterday. Wasn't he on stream yesterday with the XQC? I'm gonna have to say it. I'm not on Drake's side with this. I don't like if UMG actually fired.
So listen to this. Y'all see the timeline. Kendrick Lamar dropped the album, right? The next day he was on the stream. He signed that thing the same day he was on stream. So he signed this lawsuit the next day after Kendrick dropped this album.
Yeah, the very next day.
The very next day, which is crazy.
People, that's fucked up. But if he's gonna sit here and act like he hasn't profited off signing artists and OVO hasn't inflated numbers before, that's 100% happened. Every single record label has inflated numbers before. Every single one. They don't give a fuck about anyone.
See, and he definitely knows because he said he used to be a reactor to music. You might say we learned that the numbers fake when we started reacting. If you're not reacting, it's hard to tell.
It's hard to tell. You just think it is what it is, but it's not.
But when you start reacting, you start paying attention to numbers that's on videos and stuff. You pay attention a little bit more than a normal person would.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Happen. Every single record label has inflated numbers before. Every single one. They don't give a fuck about anyone. I don't know why Drake's acting like his numbers have been 100% real his whole career. What's going on? This is cringe. Comment down below what you
He
guys
said
think.
this is
Hit
cringe.
subscribe. Love you guys. Peace out.
Trade TV. Let's get it.
I thought this was an interesting video.
Yeah.
I'm glad we actually got to read the paperwork.
Yeah.
I'm really astounded at the fact that a lot of this information was open ended.
Yeah.
Like it went from third party, which is already bad enough, to
Online.
online source.
Yeah.
You know, and that hearsay goes about as far as nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like the lawyer just trying to put enough in there to get him to
try
settle.
to paint a picture.
Just to get you to settle.
Yeah, try to paint a picture worth looking at.
And to make sure this song do not get played at the Super Bowl at all.
Yeah,
Because now the NFL is like, we don't want to be involved in defamation of character if you play the song on our stage.
Yeah, we don't want to get hit with money. Period, point blank. But I think this was hella interesting. Just the action itself, man. Yeah. I don't know. I think that's weak. But, man, people will do anything.
Yeah, for money.
Yeah.
Remember Ezel on Friday? He slipped in the store.
Slipped in the store. My neck, and my back.
We sell it on court right now for $10.
I'm telling you. This is wild. What you think about this?
I think it's a wild situation. I seen Lucian Grange name in the paperwork. I know this shit is never gonna see the light of day.
It's not. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. You know what I'm saying? That's why you put his name in there to get this guy to settle this situation.
Yeah.
We don't want to go to court.
Fix it.
We came to y'all behind closed doors, trying to get some money up out of y'all. Y'all told y'all wasn't to do it. Now we y'all like to amplify?
Well, we gonna amplify.
We're amplifying some stuff on
This
our
is some
side.
shit we know this goes on around here.
Yeah, because we know this type of stuff been happening in the music industry forever. We should always see it in movies, like people go to record people and put money in their pocket or hand them a brown bag. Even in the old
we put brown or manila envelope.
Yeah, this has always been a part of the game. So Drake knows it's always been part of the game. So I think at the end of the day, he's trying to get more of a settlement. He's trying to get paid out of it. Money was lost.
You need to recoup all that.
I need to recoup some of my money. I'm in negotiations with y'all right now. Y'all lowballing me on every level. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like this is the only thing he can do to help his financial situation right now, because we know he lost. I don't know if he lost brands, but if he puts stuff out, people not really buying it except his core fan base.
Yeah.
When everyone used to kind of join in, now it's just more of his core fan base. So it's just a crazy situation.
Them numbers change.
It's just a crazy situation. I can't wait to see what come out of this, because if this keep going on, I just see it keep getting messier and messier because the other side got to come out with their stuff, and they did it on both sides if they did it. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it all the way real. Before we get out the video, if you didn't like, subscribe, leave a comment. Make sure you do that. Until our next video, it's your boy Trey TV.
And it's your boy Lamar Wilson.
And